some of the. This was an ambulance, 1939. And this is a fueling truck. This truck, and then the Marshal's vehicle from 1964. And up there, the famous walk to the start. Some of the original vehicles from the first Le Mans race in 1923. Yes. Yeah. Yeah, I think so. Bugatti and the Aston Martin, 1931, and then a Singer in 1935, so a Yonder, which is actually British, again from 1935, the Sim car from 1937. And this Sim car is from 1939.
There's a little passenger seat to the left of the driver.
And there's the one that was first in 1961. Number. That looks like a DeLorean almost, doesn't it? Here is at the various Citroen symbols over the years. At Money's Garden in Gaverny, with absolutely masses of people. It's taken us half an hour, well over 40 minutes to get in. And this is Monet's house, along with half the population of France. The Monet painting. And the view from Monet's window. Monet's kitchen.
C'est quoi? Des chaussettes comme ça? Des chaussettes avec la règle. Je sais pas si vous avez un truc d'évacuation. Les deux, quand on a eu une des coupes à voir. J'ai oublié de voir.
The National Trust kitchen.
Yes. Now we're at Monet's Lily Pond, which is slightly prettier than the top bit with the garden with the house. View of the house in the distance from the garden.
I like those, thank you. Oh, I'm sure.
And this is more rural Giverny, and here in the cocks crow in the farmhouse. Here's the grave of Claude Monet, who died on the 5th of December 1926, having been born on the 14th of November 1840, the grand old age of 86. And these now a bed and breakfast was originally a watermill in the days before the Industrial Revolution. And the bridge and the mill at Vernon, this was one of the major parts of the mill owning community, and eventually was run down in 1800s and was bought by the town in the 1980s and restored. Here at the church in Vernon, massive, very Normanesque high ceilings. Sure it did. Ultimately, lovely stained glass windows. Collegiate Church of Notre Dame here in Vernon. Ancient monument. When was it built?
13th century. 14th century. 1160 originally founded.
And the House of Pastimes on the left.
14th and 15th century stained glass windows inside, and they were dismantled in 1939 to be protected during the war.
All right.
The more modern stained glass windows, not protected and destroyed during the war, have been replaced with contemporary windows. So in other words, the ones we saw were the ones that were taken out because they're from the 14th and 15th century.
Good call. This was the liberation of Vernon on the 25th of August 1944. And this monument in tribute to the 550 troops of the Sherwood Rangers that were lost in the battle to recover to the Seine. Cruise ship on its way back down to Paris on the banks of the Seine here in Vernon. Now we're at Blonville, our final place before we leave for home. And in the distance you can see the smoke, which is from the airplane. And here comes a plane coming in. They're up there in the sky, but whether we can see them is just another matter altogether. I can see the smoke.
Yeah.
And here we have a fly path.
Oh, did you see that?
Yeah.
Right in blue. Look at oh, you got that again. You got you see it?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, film that. The equivalent of the red arrows of France. Where?
There you are. Can you see them?
No.
Upside down at the top of the heap.
Oh yeah.
I like the arrows that they thought flying.
In Blonville somewhere at the Hotel de Ville, the telegraph post and the telephone. We have the view from our Airbnb at Blonville somewhere, looking over the fields of Normandy and looking towards the mer. And the view from our balcony here at Blonville somewhere, looking out at 22:09 at the sunset. And here at Bayeux, which is the first city in France to be liberated and the largest Commonwealth graves cemetery in France. 4,500 people buried here. A very moving tribute to all those that fell liberating France. on 6th of June 1944. And the contrast between the shaded graves under the tree and the trees and the graves out in the hot sun here in Bayeux. Lovely old town of Bayeux with the water wheel and the cathedral in the distance. Here in Bordeaux we have
This is Bayeux actually.
Bordeaux, I keep saying it's the bird at Bayeux. We have our crepe, well it's galette for lunch. First time we've had this with the cidre here at la creperie.
Near the Moulin.
La creperie de Trisco. I filmed that before. La creperie.
What's up that?
Here at Bayeux Cathedral. The Normandy flags on the altar. Here in Ormonde, looking at the Mulberry Harbours, which were built so that people could come ashore. And somewhere up here lies my Uncle Tom.
Look out to sea and say a prayer for all those who rest beneath. They gave their lives that you may share a Europe that is free.
Amen. And here's the present Mrs. Gibbs with her glasses, giving me her glasses, and now she's going to go and have a look at a closer look at one of the Mulberry Harbours. This is designed to last until 1944, and 75 years later it's still here as a tribute and a monument to all those people who came and gave their lives. Standard span of the Mulberry Harbour, designed by Ellen Beckett. It was a component of the floating roadways. Just hang on. Floating roadway rested on steel and concrete forts, and a few can still be seen on the beach. This is one of the originals. And the Mulberry Harbours, as the tide goes out, we can actually get to see them in more detail. 5 kilometres in the direction of where I'm pointing the camera now is where the ISIS and my Uncle Tom lie buried at sea. What's it called?
Where are we?
Long-Sumer, and straight ahead, about 5 k's, is where Tom, the ship, the ISIS, went down. R.I.P. Tom. And on the rocky shores of Long-Sumer.
Mulberry Harbour's in the distance, Mulberry Harbour B. Paramore.
See it in the distance.
Tom's 5 kilometres out.
And the guns and the batteries that the Germans used against the invading beaches at Aramanche. Motorbikes are on the back for our final time as we look towards our little apartment here in Blonville-sur-Mer. And now we are here at Eastram on the ferry, returning home to England. And this has been a really nice 2 weeks of sunny and lots of good things to enjoy here.